November 29th through December 29th. Tickets at thegateway.org.
Breaking today on 12, we are learning that several of President-elect Donald Trump's cabinet nominees are facing threats of violence, and that includes former Shirley Congressman Lee Zeldin. Our Krista McNally is in Shirley for us right now. That is where the congressman lives. Krista, what do we know about all of this?
That's right. As you can see, Suffolk County Police are on scene here at St. George Drive in Shirley. This is the location of former Congressman Lee Zeldin's home. Police say they responded to this address after receiving a report of a bomb threat at this location. Emergency Services Section officers are currently checking the property, and that call came in at about 8:52 this morning. Now, a source confirms to News 12 that former Congressman Lee Zeldin was indeed the target, and he is safe at this time. Now, again, this is a developing story, and we're going to bring you all of the latest information as it becomes available. For now, I'll toss it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Krista. Millions of people on the move, driving and flying to their holiday destinations. News 12 Long Island's Jonathan Gordon over at LaGuardia Airport for us with everything we need to know if you're trying to finish packing those bags.
After a pretty rough start this morning, things looking significantly better here at LaGuardia Airport for what is expected to be a record-breaking travel day. Lines wrapped around Terminal A at LaGuardia Airport this morning, leaving travelers with less than nice things to say as the minutes counted down until their flights took off.
I'm just not happy that I'm sitting here on a line for 30 minutes and my flight is boarding in 15 and nobody's doing anything about it.
We got here about 3:15 and this sucks.
It was a slow start for TSA, which is expected to screen 3 million passengers nationwide today. But eventually, things got back on track.
I've never seen it like this, but it's moving.
Many people arrived way in advance to ensure they wouldn't miss their flights.
Traffic has been kind of hectic, so decided to leave home early.
It was all smiles for these two Long Island women, lifelong friends who avoided the mess on their way to their Thanksgiving destination.
I'm thankful to be going to visit my family down in Myrtle Beach and to be traveling with my friend for 40 years.
And why don't we go take a look at the very latest conditions over at JFK Airport.
I'm Julia Burns here at John F. Kennedy International Airport, and traveling for the holidays is a hot ticket, but so far it's been running pretty smoothly here. A rep with the Federal Aviation Administration tells me it's business as usual here at JFK. I caught up with some travelers whose day hasn't been going as smoothly, but it's not because of the long lines.
We came here a bit too late. We came exactly an hour before our flight was taking off, and I think we were trying to register like 5 minutes later than an hour, so like they didn't take our checked bag, so we had to rebook.
Definitely want to make sure you're tracking those flights for any updates if you're taking to the skies. That's the latest here from John F. Kennedy International Airport. I'm Julia Burns, News 12.
Of course, timing is everything with this holiday travel in overdrive. Of course, we're on storm watch. Thanksgiving Day is a bit of a washout. Want to send things over to meteorologist Rich Hoffman to say if it's just the holiday itself we need to worry about, or if we're looking for this to continue into the weekend, Rich.
Yeah, we're going to have some changes coming our way towards the weekend. So what we're tracking today is we're dry. The clouds are moving in, more clouds coming in by this evening, but dry roads. Then it's soggy, kind of a chilly rain on your Thanksgiving with the wet roads, and then drier weather on Friday. Maybe heading out to get your Christmas tree. You're looking okay. Dry Friday, cold weather moving on in, and it's going to stay cold over the weekend. So the clouds are on the increase as we head throughout the rest of our day. But again, dry weather conditions now from Port Jeff to Patchogue to Montauk to Manhasset through New York City. If you're traveling out of Long Island, there's no problems here. The major delays are back near Denver right now. Tomorrow, if you're traveling along the eastern seaboard, you have to watch out for the rainy weather. So when does the rain start here on Long Island? Dry this evening, so if you're going out with friends tonight, you're okay. Clouds moving in, dry weather conditions. It's after about 4 o'clock in the morning we track the showers, and between 5 and 8 a.m., widespread rain showers moving in. It's showers, it's drizzle, with occasionally pockets of a moderate to steady rain, and this is going to go from sunup to basically almost sundown with the wet weather. We do get better conditions towards dinner time on Thanksgiving, but some gusty winds will develop as well. So today, 53. The clouds are coming in. 40 tonight. Rain for tomorrow, 54, and better weather over the weekend, but a big chill coming in for the start of December. Your 10-day forecast coming up.
Thank you, Rich. A West Babylon man is charged with drunk driving after police say he backed his SUV into a parked car and then right into his neighbor's house. Police say 64-year-old Thomas Keene was backing out of the driveway of a Justice Street residence last night when he crashed into the parked car. He then careened into the home. Police say a man and 3 kids inside were evaluated. Thankfully, no one was hurt. A Riverhead man's accused of driving drunk and hitting a marked patrol car, then taken off. Southampton Town Police say Kevin Sagastum tried to leave a dirt roadway onto Montauk Highway in Watermill last night, but he sideswiped an empty town police car while officers were conducting a separate investigation. The 23-year-old was stopped, and officers say he was drunk. He is facing charges including aggravated DWI. A woman's dead this afternoon after being hit by a vehicle in Bohemia. Now police are searching for that driver. The woman was crossing Vets Highway at 5th Avenue when she was hit by the vehicle going westbound. That car then took off. Police say it happened around 5:15 this morning. The woman has not been identified. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Anyone with information is asked to contact Suffolk Police. We have new information in a News 12 exclusive. A law enforcement source says there are new charges against a driver for adults with developmental disabilities who's already accused of driving drunk. The AHRC minivan driver is also charged with 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a disabled or incompetent person, according to our source. According to court documents, her blood alcohol level was initially more than double the legal limit. Several hours later, it was just below it. Police say the woman crashed into a double parked truck on Albany Avenue yesterday, then called police to report it. She was arrested and charged with DWI. 2 AHRC adults who were in the van were not hurt. Nassau Democrats are demanding a special session of the county legislature be called immediately. The state watchdog group, NIFA, did not sign County Executive Bruce Blakeman's proposed budget. It says the spending plan improperly uses prior year surpluses to fund future expenses. NIFA has given Blakeman and the legislature 2 weeks to fix the problem. If the county does not revise the budget by December 10th to NIFA's liking, it could reject it at its next meeting, December 19th, and make its own budget. In a statement, the county executive, Bruce Blakeman, says, quote, Nassau County is the most fiscally sound large county in the United States, and this is further evidence of Hochul puppets mischief. An about face from the state education department. After backlash from parents and school districts, the state education department has announced major changes to its controversial school regionalization plan. Districts can now opt out of the state's regionalization planning process, which was intended to allow districts to work together and share resources. Veteran Long Island School Superintendent Michael Cohn says, at least on Long Island, the state's plan was doomed from the start.
There's an old cliche in real estate. It's all about location, 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 and on Long Island, you could make a pretty good argument that's about education, education, education. Our school districts are major factors in the identities of our communities. So any attempt to break that down is going to be met with fierce resistance.
The Board of Regents is set to meet in 2 weeks to vote on the revised plan. School districts have until January 15th to decide whether they intend to opt in or out. A special surprise from one hero to another. World War II veteran Gene Levy celebrating his 99th birthday today in Lake Ronkonkoma. Veterans from across the island joined the East Northport resident at BLD's restaurant to recognize his special day. Also joining in for the celebrations, Holocaust survivor and veteran Gene Sklar, who wanted to pay tribute to the local hero.
I wanted to say thank you because I said, hadn't you came over, I wouldn't exist today.
Pause of Wars paid tribute to Gene by covering the cost of this event. Hey, move over, Macy's. Some 5th graders in Huntington Station created a Thanksgiving parade of their own. Today was the 2nd annual Balloons Over Maplewood event. Students got to design and create robotic balloons, then code them to travel down the hallways. How cool is this? The balloons were also based on the book Balloons Over Broadway, which tells the story of the first balloons created for the big Macy's parade. Impressive stuff. And speaking of, some Long Island kids are marching in tomorrow's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The students we need to keep an eye out for right here. Plus, keeping the peace at Thanksgiving dinner, how to make sure the family feast doesn't turn into a family feud. And do you go out decorating your house for the holidays? Well, we want to see what they look like. Scan the QR code on your screen or head to our website, news12.com, and let us know how and why you deck the halls every year. You may hear from us about being featured on News 12.
Everyone loves a winter road trip.
Your winter road trip is closer than you think, thanks to News 12's Road Trip Close to Home. Every Thursday, News 12 is your guide to finding the best spots in the tri-state area for a fun family trip.
This winter, there's something for everyone.
Watch Road Trip Close to Home every Thursday at 7 and 9:30 p.m. only on News 12.
News 12 Long Island is brought to you by Discover Long Island, proud partner of News 12's The East End.